Welcome, fellow raiders, to my Season 1 review. With the expedition is coming pretty close, as you can see, in 2 days and 15 hours. I thought I'm just going to make this video on all the progress I made on this character and a little bit of my thoughts and show you guys what my skill tree was and stuff like that. So I was very excited for Arc Raiders even before it came out, so I jumped on it immediately as it dropped. Overall, in this full, like, whatever, 2 months or whatever, I put in 215 hours according to Steam. And looking at my character, the top side hours are 137 hours, 10 minutes and 31 seconds. I have completed every single quest in the game, including the ones that are the dropped for the winter season. I overall only killed 84 people, so I get a lot of comments on like YouTube that I'm like the asshole that just kills everyone. I killed only 84 people in 137 hours top side. I don't know if there's a way to see how many like raids I actually ran. I don't think there's a stat for that. But there's a couple of stats here, like I looted over 4,000 containers. I did all the quests. I don't know if there is like any other stats on like, yeah, I revived strangers 4 times. So I'm not a super aggressive PvP player. I do a lot of solo loot runs to get to obviously the 5 million and just get all the benches. I was done with the max scrappy and all the level 3 benches in probably in the first 5 days. And then we just started farming levels. My skill tree ended up looking like this. And I started with yellow. I went left because of the stamina. And then I put a couple points in there because I picked this one up on the right side as well. Now, I didn't know this at the time, that this is not working the way I thought it was. I thought walking was just normal walking, but it turns out you have to press V to do like a slow walk, and it only works in slow walk. So I should not have gotten this, and obviously I could reset the tree now, but I don't think it's worth it for the 3 days. I don't really care. So I'm not gonna get this next one. I'm gonna go left and just do the 15 to get to this one, and I potentially will do slip and slide. I think they did nerf dodge rolls, so I'll probably have to do some in dodge rolls. But I still have to do some research on that first. The left side, I'm pretty much gonna get exactly the same because shield, breaching is important, and I want to get these two. These are very important here. The loaded arms and a little extra to get there. So that the minimum you have to spend for that is 19. So there's no other way to do it. So I'm gonna start left. Maybe stop here at like 11, and then I start going this way to get to this first, and then I will do this way to get this one the fastest, and then I have to get to broad shoulders as fast as possible. So I have to spend 15 here and then broad shoulders. I'm gonna change one thing here. This silent scavenger doesn't do anything. It's not great. So instead of putting 3 into that, I'm just gonna put 1 to get to this. And then I'm gonna go and do this one, revitalizing squat, to get increased stamina regen in crouching. So I'm not gonna change anything else. Then I'm gonna pick up this, go to 37. Even though it is nerfed, I'm still gonna get the security breach because I'll have extra 5 skill points to spend. So I'll have 37 in this. I'm not gonna change anything here. I may do this one maxed. So instead of 37, I'm gonna be at 39, so I'm gonna use the extra 5 skill points. 2 I'm gonna spend it in this one to get 3 bass maxed out, and the other 3 will either go into slip and slide and these up here something, because I'm not gonna spend on this. So I'm saving 2 points here. I can put the 3 in here, and I have 2 points to do maybe 2 in a fortress roll. To do dodge roll cost less stamina. So I think that's going to be my 80 point skill tree. Now, going into trials, I got to WildCard 3. I did not play every single week. I had 2 full weeks where I completely missed out on the trials due to family and vacation stuff. So I never even had the chance to go higher than this. And to be honest, this skin was not a skin that I was interested in. So I got the rest. It's fine. Expedition, I finished the Flickering Flames already, which is the current seasonal, like, Christmas event. So I have this. I've got everything done. The new Raider Hedge tool is pretty cool, and we are getting another one in the deck. So I'm happy with that. Expedition, I finished probably 4 weeks ago, and I got to 5 million probably 3 weeks ago. And since then, I'm actually at 7.7. So at the end, 3 weeks ago, I sold everything in my stash to basically zero except blueprints and keys. I got to 5 million, and then I started playing again, basically like it's a fresh start. I was not spending money, and I got to this stash value. So that's why I'm currently at 1.2 stash value and 6.4 coins, because I sold more stuff because my stash is full already. Like, I can't, like, if I unload all this, I have 1 slot, so I'm full. Yeah, so this is enough for this. The workshop is great. There is a bug with this. If you restart, the order of the stations is not going to be the same, because it does it based on when you upgrade them. So you might do a lot of misclicks on your second run or your second character. I didn't buy any skins. I did finish the Raider deck, and as you can see, I have 3,600 points because I collected it before they implemented this cap that just came out with the Christmas update. So they didn't take it away, which is nice. So the next deck, I probably will be able to spend most of it and unlock it immediately. And then I just have to pay attention to the 800 limit. And if you have to spend it on something, they added a bunch of stuff that Shawnee sells now.
Just make sure to keep a bucket of water
Raider Hedge
nearby,
keys, for
okay?
example, are pretty decent. And so, like, if you are close to the limit, just buy it on that so you're not wasting it. Overall, I liked it. Everything, I think, is good. Obviously, there are some bugs still. I haven't really played a lot of Stella Montes because of all the wall glitchers and stuff. I don't like to do exploiting like that, and I don't want to die to them either, so I just don't go there. I did the missions, and I do chill loot runs when my matchmaking is, like, friendly, so people don't really shoot. But if there's any PvP involved, and I'm getting in lobbies with other people, like friends that have, like, higher, like, aggression, then we get into lobbies where there is PvP, then we don't go to Stella Montes. If I have to pick overall from the maps of what I like the most, it's probably Spaceport. I think Spaceport is my number 1. I'm gonna pick Buried City as my number 2. And then Stella Montes, for loot and design, I like it. It's just not the style I want to play over and over and over again, because it is very sweaty and, like, close encounters. There's not a lot to run around that. Like, it's a pretty small, like, dense map. But I'll put them as my number 3, and probably Stella Montes number 4, and Blue Gate number 5. Blue Gate is beautiful if you just stay outside and look around, especially now that they added the cinematic mode, and, like, you can just max out your view distance to cinematic. Don't change anything else but cinematic, and it looks beautiful. But the map is not that good. Like, there's only really, like, one location to go inside to loot, and then the whole thing is just a running simulator. So I'm not a fan of Blue Gate in a sense of, like, play time or play style. It's not a bad map. The Cold Snap event is good on all of them. I love them. The Hidden Bunker, I don't really see the point, because even if you open it, there isn't that much loot unless you really want that volcano blueprint, which I'm sure is now going to be dropping way faster. Night raids are cool. I kind of wish that they would change the Raider Hedge system a little bit, because they went from Raider Hedge keys in the tech test to everyone using it to basically nobody's using it because it's only good for daytime. Now it works on the cold snap, and it is fantastic. And they added a bunch of spawns for the craft, like the in-game craft, so you can basically make it in every single raid. If I go to Buried City or Spaceport, I never bring it in. I basically find the stuff, because I know like it's servers and stuff, like it's very easy to do. But I really want it to be in every place, but with probably maybe some limitations. So maybe it's timed opening, like not at the beginning, not at the end, but like you just get a random notification in the game that like, hey, this raider hatch is now open for 5 minutes. So like you don't know, you can't plan on being in certain locations, you can't camp one because you don't know if it's going to even open or not. But they do like a random rotation of opening and closing during the matches. I think that would be the system that works, instead of like, because if you just have like 1 or 2 open, those will be camped for sure. So I don't want them to just have like, hey, in night raid there's only 1 open, because it's gonna be camped. But if it's on a rotation where like, hey, this one opened up for 3 minutes, this one opens up for 5 minutes, and it's like at different times of the game, and if you make it, you make it. If you don't, it's too far, then no. But it still gives you an option to dip. So I feel like that should be a thing. Overall, that's all I've got to say. And with that said, it's time to sign up for the expedition, guys. So 2 days, 15 hours, and 16 minutes. For me, it is a Monday, 2 a.m., which is very early. I'm not going to play exactly right then, but in Europe, it's 8 a.m. Monday, so that's pretty reasonable for all the people that are on vacation anytime. So let's sign up. Yes, we know what's going away. We know what will be capped. So I'm just going to confirm it. And we're going to the expedition, guys. We're going to the expedition. So obviously, it does say that you don't spend your money, because you still have to be at 5 mil at the end to get the skill points. So I'm getting all of that. 12 star slots. I really wish that would be 20, to be honest, because from 280, why not go up to 300? Like, why not go up to 300? I really want them to go up to 300. So, but I mean, I get that because you would need like they probably already have like the next like stash increases planned out, because I'm pretty sure that there's more to come. I don't think they're going to keep it at this level now. It's going to be going up maybe every season or something to have more and more, because as they add more loot in the game, like weapons and stuff, you like even if you don't keep them, you inevitably will end up having to have more stuff for crafting and all that. So I'm signed up for the expedition. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to start. I saved all my raider tokens to buy new skins and stuff. I didn't buy anything other than, I think, this one. Yes, I only bought this one kit because this remove before flight keychain thing is actually like on my real life keys, so I like it. I don't use the skin. I do use the scrappy skin. Other than that, I didn't buy anything. I'm still using the default skin for these snowy raids. I'm running the blue, almost like the merchant squad skin, and my branded Hungarian Vladimir Forces skin is this yellow and blue with this backpack color. I love that. I don't like the ones that have lights on it, and obviously I have the microphone hanging, but sometimes I do this is my default, and also there's a snow globe now for the seasonal thing. So I'm actually gonna go back to that one because I'm playing a lot of snowy maps, and this is a pretty white skin that blends in. So this is my season 1 review, guys, and I can't wait for season 2 to start and start building a character again with a little bit different skill tree, and see what else they add to the game in the next 6 to 8 weeks in season 2. So this is the end of this video, and thank you guys for watching, and see you Raiders topside.